Hi, and welcome to Mama Priest Tarot, the channel for guidance on the go. This video is filmed in, in the hand perspective, so you can go about your day without fear of having to miss out on anything. I like to enter this space with an open mind and positivity, and would like to invite you to do the same. This reading is for Sagittarius for the month of January 2020. This message may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't resonate, please don't try to make the reading fit your situation. Happy New Year, Sagittarius, and happy belated birthday. My baby girl is a Sag, and I know her birthday just passed. And I have to say, happy belated birthday to all of you who just had birthdays pass. Welcome to the new year. Welcome to a new decade. Hopefully, you'll be looking into this new time with progression and with personal growth in your life. We always want to strive to be better people than we already are. Even if we're the best, we still even want to be the best. For all of you that watch The Simpsons, even Ned Flanders could strive to be a better person. You know what I'm saying? But let's jump right into your reading, okay, Sagittarius? I approach this deck with an open heart and positive intention. Allow me to deliver a message of meaning to all who to all who seek guidance. Please grant wisdom on the path and journey of Sagittarius. Alright, let's shuffle these guys up. We got a little bit of butterfingers today, so that's why they're kind of sliding everywhere. Please forgive me. I keep straightening them up after each one I do. Alright, let's see what the universe has for 2020. Brand new year, brand new decade. I'm going to warn you now, I have ADHD. I am a little bit of a fast talker, and I can tend to talk in circles, but we'll navigate that together. Alright, Sag? And of course, I'll pick each card up and show them to you as we read. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. Six of Cups is going to be your first card. And the Six of Cups is going to signify, like, feelings of nostalgia. Alright, you might be reminiscing. 2019 just left. Alright, you might be looking back in the past and thinking about the good times, thinking about the bad times, thinking about times that you wish things had gone a different way, or things that you could have done, to possibly rectify those situations. Alright? You're going to have thoughts of revisiting the past. Alright? This is a good omen. Alright? This means that you're going to be willing to share. Alright? You're going to have a sense of goodwill. As you indulge in your childhood memories and just remember those good times of life, you're going to be willing to bring forth even some of those lost elements of who you once were. Sometimes as we grow throughout life, we tend to lose that innocence and that childlike, just overall sense of abundance and, just that doe-eyed feeling of the world, that doe-eyed look of the world, that perspective that, anything is possible, and that, things are good. This is a very good card, Sagittarius. You're feeling very nostalgic, and I just kind of hesitate as I talk because I know that not everybody had a good upbringing. I know that feelings of the past don't always generate good emotions for everybody. But even if you had one of those challenging upbringings, this card is going to signify looking back on that and just that sense of innocence and that sense of, not needing to be held accountable like we do now in the later stages of our life, adulthood and so on and so forth. As you hold on to that innocence and as you hold on to that childlike wonder, you're going to let me just tell it to you straight, okay? As you look back, as you feel nostalgic, alright, it's going to stir up some emotions. Some people, it's going to stir up good ones. Great. Take those emotions and, implement them into who you are now. Implement it into the life that you have now. The the parts of that character that you wish you still had, okay? And for those of you that had more of a negative upbringing, all right, look back on that and take from it what you don't want to be, what you don't want to consist in your everyday life, okay? Some of you, I feel like, are getting ready to go back home. Maybe it's a particular event, maybe you're moving, but I feel like some of you are getting ready to confront something here. And I feel that you're going to have to, you may, what's the word I'm looking for, revert back to that old childlike self whenever you were going through your A, positive upbringing, or B, negative upbringing. And being able to analyze it now as an adult, and I don't mean dig into it and find out what went wrong or find out how you can change it, but I mean in the way that you held your emotions and displayed your emotions, looking back on how you felt and what you wish you still had in your life, or what you don't want in your life, what you're glad you don't have in your life. I feel that that is going to get you through this event, or going to get you through this month. I feel that if you may not be going home, someone from the past is going to be returning to you. And it's going to bring up those feelings of nostalgia. And whatever you want it to be, whatever you are glad is not happening or don't want to be, I feel like that's going to be the name of the game in your mental mind frame for January 2020, okay? Your next card is going to be the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles is going to signify a sign of security, alright? It's going to signify, like, you know, being able to turn what it is in your mind into something real, okay? It's going to signify work. It's going to signify an effort needing to be made. It's going to signify routine, consistency. You know, it's going to signify not quitting. I'm sorry for the light quality. But it's going to signify not quitting. So, whatever from your past that is about to pop back up, slow and steady is what you're going to need to approach this with, alright? It's going to take some effort to be able to pull forth the emotions that you're glad you no longer have, the emotions that you feel you need to have, or the characteristics. You know, it's gonna signify that. You know, it's gonna also signify that you're gonna need to go with the flow of things. All right, continue on your routines, no matter how repetitive they are, and whatever it is from your past that you're gonna bring out of it. Doing this is going to help you be able to implement change permanently into your life, whatever it is you want to bring forth. If there's a characteristic from your childhood that you wish you still had, implement it into your routine. If you didn't have a good childhood and there's something you're glad you no longer have to deal with, whatever it is that is keeping that nightmare at bay, continue with that routine, and it's going to continue to keep that nightmare at bay, you know? Your next card is going to be the Three of Pentacles. Let's get closer here. There we go. I'll have to put in like a brighter light or something to make it easier to see. But your next card is the Three of Pentacles. And the Three of Pentacles is going to signify a coming reward for your efforts, alright? It's going to signify learning. It's going to signify big results. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be on the right path. So as you blast to the past, you know, once again, if there's anything that you wish that you still were, or that you're glad you don't have to deal with, the core values that you learned through all of that, that got you out of that is helping you survive through it, keep it routine. If, you know, you used to be really, really kind when you were younger, and you find that through learning the ways of the world, you're a little bit more cold and callous, reach in and try to find that sense of innocence and that sense of kindness that you had when you were little, and put it into a routine. And as you do that, you're going to see big rewards in changing that course of your progression, your spiritual growth. All right? Whatever it is or whatever you're about to walk into, remember who you are, remember who you want to be. Remember where you come from. Remember how far you came. Continue to work at those things that are going to make you a better person. No matter how redundant it may seem, no matter how boring it may seem, no matter how repetitive it may seem, just continue at it. And you're going to see good things. I feel that some of you may have had a hobby when you were younger that you could completely turn into something tangible now that's going to bring you money now. You know what I mean? Work at it. It's going to bring you reward. Sagittarius. January is going to prove to be a little bit of work, but high reward for you. Alright? Whatever you start at now, whatever you work at now, whatever it was that you may have let go of, in the past when you were younger. Some of us used to make jewelry. Some of us used to want to be fashion designers and draw, or some of us used to like to draw and be into art. Whatever it is, you might want to look back into it, because if you work hard at it, it's gonna pay off. It's gonna bring some rewards for you. All right, it's gonna throw you a pinnacle that ass. All right. World. Thank you again for checking in with Mama Priest. I'll be here next time you need a message. Go in love and make it a point to be kind.